Alrighty, what is up, YouTube? G-String Reviews here. This is kind of an early review, I guess. I have only played about maybe an hour of exhibition mode. Definitely nowhere near enough to be able to get enough, I guess you would call it intel, for a full review that'll be coming out in at least 1 week. I mean, I highly doubt 1 week will be the time. Maybe 2-3 weeks. I have football. I'm busy with normal life things and school, so I'm not gonna rush myself into this, but I am gonna try and get as much done as I possibly can and try and get you guys the final review. I guess my early thoughts, I guess, are that it's a little bit glitchy, but it does have extremely good graphics. The only glitchy part that I saw was kind of sometimes in the cinematic screens when they would show the player throwing the ball or something like that. The player would glitch a little bit, so I mean that's not completely a big problem, but it is a little bit of an annoyance. So just that's the only really bad thing. The other thing is that I don't know if you guys have ever seen or heard of or played the Bigs 2. I personally have only seen and heard reviews on it. The big thing that was like a major thing that made the game a joke was that they had a flaming beam come out of the back of the ball as it was going into the air. They have that in this game. It's not flaming, but it is a yellow beam nonetheless. It's a little bit annoying. And by the way, if you're wondering why I'm going from menu screen to menu screen, it's because I don't want it to go into the demo mode. It does do that if you leave it idle for 1 minute. So yeah, just to let you guys know. So that is a little bit annoying. I mean, it's not completely bad, but it's a little bit stupid. Makes it a little bit more unrealistic. The point of baseball, it's a white ball that when it goes up into the air, it blends in with white clouds and white lights. That's what it does. Everybody knows that. If you play baseball, you know that. And it's, I guess, kind of ruining the effect a little bit. They give you that big, if you've played earlier games then you would know, they give you that big baseball, I guess, I don't know what to call it. They give you that big baseball in the outfield to know where the ball is going to land, so you can know where you're going to go. That's enough. You don't need to have a yellow beam shooting in the air. It kind of ruins the effect of a home run. A home run, you're going to see the ball just a little bit enough, and as it gets farther and farther and farther away and goes into the crowd, it's going to be gone. You don't want to see a yellow fart coming out of the back of it. It's so stupid. So, yeah, this is my first initial impressions of the game. The pitching, I don't know if they had this in MLB 13, the show. I did not play that game for PS3. But the MLB 14, the show at least, the pitching, you have to close up on the... Difficult to explain. You have the pitch placement, you place the pitch where you're going to place it, and then there's like a little circle that comes in and out and in and out and in and out. And you have to get it as close to the ball as you possibly can. It is like reverberating, like I just said, it comes in and out. So you have to get it as close to the ball as you possibly can. The closer you are, the more accurate you are. I guess that's kind of a good thing. It's not unrealistic or anything, but yeah, that's one of the only super realistic things about this game. I mean, the graphics are the major thing that everybody knows, and obviously the game modes, but like the hitting, I wouldn't say that it's unrealistic, but it's not extremely realistic. It's more based on how the actual player plays rather than how the actual user plays. So it's always been that way. I'm not going to complain. I personally like the game and how it is, but that would be something to look forward to for the future. Yeah, that's kind of my mini review. Anyways, though, going into the screens, the menu screens that you see here, there are a couple of different ways to navigate this. You can click on one of the little navigation screens, and it will open up a big title screen with little tiny, I guess you would call it cuts, sections, yeah, that's the word, sections within that one big picture. Now, don't be deceived just because you see Miguel Cabrera here and you see Miguel Cabrera on this part of the main menu. If you open up this one, you see Brandon Phillips, and then you see Hayward. so it's a little bit deceiving. They're not always the exact same player. Yeah, but anyways, let's go through from the very top. Play now. You obviously have exhibition, just a quick game. The show live. I don't really know what that is, but I'm assuming that it says MLB.com, the show live. And then it has a baseball with what seems to be kind of like the two little lines on either side of the baseball that kind of show that it's maybe like a talk show or something like that. Gives me the impression it's either a radio talk show or an actual show. I'm assuming probably a radio talk show. If it's the show live, it's probably not on all day, but I would still expect that even if it was, going to be on half the day, they wouldn't actually have a full-on, the show. But I don't know. Maybe they're trying to make a pun and they actually have a show. I don't know. I'm not going to click on it because it might go into another screen that takes a couple minutes or a couple seconds or whatever to load, and I don't really feel like doing that right now. They have online exhibition, which is just a quick game except online against online competitors, and then online rated, which is a ranked game. You have to. It's kind of like Call of Duty, I think, Ghosts, or no, not Ghosts, Black Ops 2. Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, where they had the ranked matches where you can go in. You were in different sections. You were gold, you were bronze, you were silver, and then you were in different sections within those. It's kind of like that, I guess, to prove who's the best and who's the worst and whatever. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm assuming it's just like a one game thing. It's not like a big association or anything. On the franchise, they obviously have, and this is another thing. You click on them, and you click on the title screen, I guess you would call it, and it brings up a little tiny navigation, not a big, sexy ass screen. So that's a little bit. It kind of brings down the mood. It's like, you have this sexy Miguel Cabrera picture, and then you have McCutcheon. Am I going to be able to see him hitting a baseball or a home run or whatever? No, I'm going to see this. It's kind of dumb, but I guess it does the job. Franchise, obviously, just like my gym in NBA 2K14, just so you can, do the business side and the, managerial side as well as playing. So it's probably going to be pretty cool. I'll definitely have at least one of those going on. Online franchise will obviously be online version of that. Kind of like the online association in the current gen version of NBA 2K14 season. They do have these in the other games as well, such as NBA 2K14. But it's not, pretty much you're kind of like a coach. You're just given the team, you work with it. You don't really do anything else. Diamond Dynasty, I'm not really positive exactly what this is. If you cannot read it, I'll read it for you, or if you don't feel like it, whatever. A massive multiplayer online mode where success depends on your managerial expertise and your skill / strategy against your competitors. So, I don't really know if it's going to be, a big, like franchise type deal. I will definitely look into that and see exactly how far I can go, whatever I can do. I definitely want to play all these modes because I have not played this game in quite a long time. Road to the Show, single player mode focused on your player's path to the majors. If you have played the other shows and you know that Road to the Show is pretty much just like my career. It actually is just my career. Except you don't come up from college, which would actually be kind of cool. In both of these games, if you can come up from college, that would be really cool. But then they would have to get a whole bunch of licensing for the college teams. Yeah, never mind. That would be a lot of money. Yeah, but anyways, even coming up from the D-League in NBA, that'd be kind of dope. Anyways, though, this version, MLB, you actually come up from AA, then to AAA, then to the majors. So, yeah, but it's very difficult. Don't think it's going to be a cakewalk. It's extremely difficult. At least it was in MLB 10 this show. That's the last time I played this game, so everything is brand new to me. And maybe if you played MLB 13, it's not, brand spanking new, but to me it is. It probably is to everybody, to be honest with you, because this is on the first MLB The Show on a next-gen console, so it's obviously going to be brand new to everybody playing it. Mini modes, they have practice, postseason, home run derby, and challenge of the week. To be honest, home run derby is something that is so fun to play. You need to play it at least once. If you don't play it at least once, just sell the game. It's not even worth it without playing home run derby at least once. It is so much fun. I'll be, playing in my free time, my spare time, when I'm waiting for somebody to get here, when I'm doing whatever. I'll be playing home run derby because it's like a 10-minute thing, and it is so much fun. Batting practice as well as pitching practice are both just to get you better. Obviously, just to practice. Postseason is just to actually play the postseason. To be honest, you could probably just go into franchise or online franchise, or probably not online franchise. Actually, because online franchise you actually have to play and do all the games. So you don't have to, but it's recommended for the online franchise. For franchise, you could just simulate all the games and get it over with and go to the postseason. So I'd rather do that as a franchise owner rather than just the postseason over here. I guess if you don't want to have any changes in the rosters or injuries or whatever, you just want to have a regular postseason. That would be what you would do for that. Nice thinking though. I will admit, nice thinking. Just in case franchise isn't your thing, you can still play in the postseason. Challenge of the week is a challenge given to you each week, obviously by the show makers. Don't get that confused with community challenges. Community challenges are when you, like it says here, test your skills in a variety of custom challenges built from scratch by members of the community. Now, you can either browse challenges, which obviously is to just choose your challenge, create a challenge, which pretty, self-explanatory. My challenges, leader payouts, which honestly, leader payouts or leaderboard payouts, makes me think that if you complete and do well at the challenge, that you will actually have a chance to get studs. Now, if you don't know what studs are, that is the currency in the game. Kind of a cool thing to say. Studs, kind of fun. Game rooms, I'm assuming it's just like a lobby. It doesn't show anything on the bottom right, like a description or anything, so I don't want to click on that. Leaderboards, pretty self-explanatory. Media, and once again, I don't know what all these things are. Vaults, this is just so you can check out your pictures and your, I believe, so you can check out your pictures and your movies and stuff like that you've saved. Universal profile, that is just your profile for MLB The Show, or maybe it's also for your actual PSN profile, I'm not really positive. Game history, that is probably all the games, maybe not just exhibition, probably all, maybe including franchise. I'm not positive on that, so don't really quote me on that. So these are the options. They have user settings, so you can change everything you want. Sounds of the show, obviously this is where you change the music. Jukebox, music editor, edit teams, edit players, cancel. To be honest, I don't know why you would edit teams, edit players, other than maybe, adding, chairs and stuff like that. Game controls, obviously, self-explanatory. Credits, roster control, obviously that's their players on or off different teams. Create and edit player, that's probably just so you can create a player, then put him on a team, then, use that in franchise or whatever you want to do. Data utility, save, load, delete, save a live roster, which save a live roster is if there's a roster that's currently going on that you've created or whatever, and you have it currently, you just played a game or you just made it or whatever. Now you can save it right here. I mean, you always could save it, but that's just to let you guys know. And back to the beginning. So I guess that's kind of it for the main menu. Pretty sexy if you ask me, a lot of stuff. Kind of confusing maybe at first, but definitely something that is pretty well thought out. They definitely thought out each part of this nicely. So, sorry guys, I went to go get ice cream and I forgot where I left off. So, yeah. Anyways, I know I was finished though. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you... sorry, my voice is all messed up right now. Make sure that you subscribe. Check out my other videos if you haven't already. Like, comment any of your thoughts. I mean, I'm trying to grow this channel to get it bigger, so any help would be much appreciated. Thank you for watching, and yeah, share the word about my channel. Thank you very much.